I mean, obviously, as you might imagine, this is not what my closet has always looked like. It's not what my wardrobe has always looked like. This is representative of a lot of work and a lot of thought that's gone into my wardrobe as a whole. Obviously, you know, that's what we think about all the time with brass, so I'm very much in it. But it was a process that I think, you know, I even began before we started brass, was thinking about, you know, my wardrobe and how I wanted it to kind of work better. But it definitely hasn't always been as organized or, you know, been quite as much of a, I have a lot of pieces that mix and match, and it hasn't always been that way. When you're younger, you really gather, you're kind of collecting clothes because you're unsure in a lot of ways. I mean, when you're like 24 to 28, you don't know what's going on with your career, you're figuring things out, you're dating people, there are a lot of unknown things. So I feel like for a lot of women, they're collecting clothing, they're impulse buying because they're sort of filling up things or they're trying to control something in their life. So my closet definitely used to look like that, I mean.
Yeah.
I used to have a lot more stress when I would get ready in the morning because when you're opening up your closet and you have all those one-off pieces, it's really hard to put it together and make an outfit that you feel confident in.
Yeah.
But now I don't have to put as much thought into it because it's like you do all the pre-work and then you get the benefit of it. So you're kind of like upfront, like uploading all that work into your wardrobe, getting rid of all this stuff, really having to think about it for maybe a year. Like it's a process, right? And then once you do that, you get the benefit of just like grabbing something off the hanger and being able to put it on and feel great.
Right. Can you tell us a little bit about how you organize your wardrobe?
Sure. So the way that I think about this is like I put my kind of everyday dresses here. And then I have all my pants up here. I have all my knits folded here, and I like to keep all my tops down below. And then any dresses that I want to wear for like an event or kind of more my dress up clothing is over there on the right, including my wedding dress that I still haven't gotten dry cleaned.
Oh, get it dry cleaned. Why do you fold your knits?
Well, I don't want to hang them because they will bag out in the shoulder. So you really don't want to hang your knits ever. And I'm lucky that I don't have to put them in a drawer. I can keep them out here. So then I'm sort of reminded that I have them. And I also have them, these are more warm weather. These are like wool based, and these over here are like silk and cotton based. So yeah, that's kind of how I like to think about organizing it.
Cool. What impact do you think appearance has on your daily life?
I think it's incredibly impactful on every woman's life, and so much of that is we're unaware of actually the impact that it has. But we've talked about this, like, what do you feel like when you know you look like a 10 and you feel awesome? Like, how does that make the rest of your day feel? Versus if you're like at a 5, and like a 5 is fine, like there's like nothing wrong with that, right? But then like the difference, just the difference in your whole like demeanor, the way that you're carrying yourself through the day when you know that you feel fat or you look fabulous, like it like trickles into everything that you do, right? So I think that appearance, we talk about it as though it's really superficial and that you're kind of vapid, you know, if you are so concerned with your appearance, but it's actually something that is hugely impactful on our overall psyche. And I don't think that it's superficial at all. I think it's a matter for every woman to figure out what a 10 feels and looks like to them, and what a 5 feels and looks like to them, whatever, that's all personal. But just taking the time to even think about that, like stop and think and ask yourself those questions, I think is really important for women to do that. In the morning, I kind of think about what we're doing that day. If it's going to be internal, where we're really like kind of team focused and working inside, I'm not quite as worried about kind of the image that I'm putting out there, right? So, you know, I might do kind of like what I'm wearing today, you know. But if we have a meeting with someone important, whether it's a potential investor or, you know, a partner or something like that, I'm going to think really intentionally about the message that I want to imply with my clothing. And I'm going to try to pick something that I feel really confident in. So I'm usually going with something like the modern trouser with this top, or the shirt dress, or the pencil dress. You know I love black. A lot of people find that boring, but for me, when I'm wearing black, it's about what I'm saying. It's about, you know, my behavior, and it's not so much about what I'm wearing. And that's really, you know, especially for like an investor, it's like I want them to get to know us. I want them to get to know our business, be less distracted by what I'm wearing.
Right. What exactly is it? Like, what are you looking for in those pieces specifically?
I love the silhouette of the modern trouser because it just like, makes my legs look nice and long and lean. It accentuates a part of my body that I like, my butt. And so I guess I'm thinking about silhouette in a lot of ways, especially if I'm trying to put forth like a feeling of confidence and power. And I'm really wanting to make sure that I feel really kind of like pulled together and like streamlined, I guess. And then I'm probably putting on like a big chunky wedge because I like to feel like I got a good foundation on the bottom, you know, I'm like feeling strong. Yeah. You know that I love to have special shoes. So like these are a pair of Rebecca Minkoffs that I love. Yeah. I feel so good when I wear, like I feel powerful when I wear these shoes.
Someone always mentions something to you when you're wearing these.
Yeah. I think that they're a unique shape and they're a unique style, but at the same time, they're still this beautiful camel that can go with so many different things. So this to me is like, if I want to feel great in what I'm wearing and I'm a little bit unsure, I'm like, I'm wearing these shoes. I'm definitely wearing these shoes. Totally. So, you know, that's kind of what I'm trying to think about more in terms of my wardrobe is like, how can I add that? I truly believe that a great mirror is something that every woman should have. There are two things that most women get wrong with the mirror situation. One is the shitty Target mirror, right? The $20, like, it's all warped. You don't even know like what your body looks like. And the other thing is you don't have enough room to back up and like see your full self. So often you're getting cut off like here. Or how many women are like this in front of the mirror? Do you know, like, you know that when we used to live like in an apartment, you're like, how do I look tonight? And you're trying to get down to here and see it.
Yeah, you used to stand on a chair.
Yeah, so it's like time to grow up. You know, get yourself a mirror where you can back up, see the whole thing, feel your fabulousness, and then like go and have your day.